Mississippi River, home to the king of rock and roll and also the Memphis Tigers, where the fans have moved the party from Beale Street and are ready for kickoff. Today, two teams get set to square off in an intra-conference battle in the American. As we'll see, the South Florida Bulls taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Memphis Tigers. For DGAA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Memphis will kick it off to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the USF Bulls offense will take the field first. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did. He was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup prop.
There he goes. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. The Bulls headed quickly to the line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Bulls in a good spot here with second and short. On the run, it's Isaac. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. On first down from the 13-yard line. To the ground, he's got it again.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, USF!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Tigers offense will have its first possession of the game. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that. And I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
He makes the catch. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Lewis wants to pass. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The give on the inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 3rd and long. No secret what he needs here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Memphis will be forced to punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Nimrod. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Sullivan. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And that is priority #1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their 1st sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
The Bulls now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Brown will throw it. He's got the back in the middle. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Off the play fake on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Caught over the middle. It's Cross. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. They kick it away on 4th down. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Gonna run it. It's Norton. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. And the Bulls are in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry-up, defense has to be ready.
It's out.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. It doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Brown wants to pass. Got it set up on the outside. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. The Bulls have this offense rolling.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for...
Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They've got him now, and he almost picked up that first down on the screen. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he dropped the football. He had it right in the middle of the field and just ran before he finished the catch. It'll be 4th down. Hunt is on its way. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Leaves it with the back. He'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. And the Bulls want to move quickly.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, or some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. Brown will throw it. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. The Bulls will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Now on the option. The pitch. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Gets the back moving. Back to pass on 2nd down. He lobs one high down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Trying to keep the drive alive. Spins away from the defense. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Touch pass on the run. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Hand off from the shotgun. Powers through the defender. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Quickly out to the tight end. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Lewis to throw. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and USF is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's cross. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Here's the handoff. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. He's got it on the move. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Memphis. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, Dave.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they did tack on the extra point. They took it 68 yards on that drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Brown wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Bulls moving quickly to the line. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Running back searching for a hole. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Bulls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Going to the running game. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Nimrod. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Wants to throw on 3rd. Got it in the middle. It's Singleton. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. They'll go to the ground. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Brown will throw it. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Washington State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Pullman behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by just 4 to Toledo. That's where things stand right now. And, of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Got a man. It's Smith. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. Motion from the wideout. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. It's complete. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down.
A nice job by the QB. It's 3rd down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. They'll move the tight end. They'll go to the counter. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. This Memphis offense going to work again on 1st down. That's caught. It's Smith. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Fires to the wideout. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. They've been very good at moving the chains on 3rd down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. Makes the grab. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And the Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He'll try the left side. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Running to the left. Knocked out of bounds and sticking with that running game as they get deeper in the red zone. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Lewis wants to pass. Got his man. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Touchdown, Memphis! Great job by the back on the option. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time in that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the 2nd quarter. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Wants to go up top on first down. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. Finding an escape route. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. It'll be third and long. Brown wants to pass. Fires to the middle. With the catch, it's Singleton. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Wolf. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Norton. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Now facing a third and long. Moving out of the pocket. Makes a man miss. Shakes off the defender. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds. And the Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. The short hands, it's Singleton. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. It's caught. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. The Bulls started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Brown will throw it. Touchdown Bulls! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And it was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. He'll pull it on the read. And some room to work. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Memphis. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium.
And the Bulls will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
And the Tigers are facing 3rd and inches. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now here comes the tempo.
Lewis to throw. Fires to the right. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Smith. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Memphis picking up the tempo. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll do it himself. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. The Tigers are on the move. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. No huddle here for the offense.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Right down the middle. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Turning it on! He's got 59 yards on the ground, and what a season he's having. It's almost certainly going to be a 1,000-yard campaign. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? So now it's 2nd and long. Off play action. This time it's complete. Lots of room to run. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Got it behind the line. It's Isaac.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Defense going all in to stop the run. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Trying to ball his way in. Touchdown, South Florida. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Mississippi State is down, but not out of it. Not with those cowbells ringing inside Davis-Wade Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas.
Snagged out of the air.
We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. That's caught. it's Smith. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Bulls want to crank the tempo. Brown wants to pass. Finds his tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. Stopped at the 47-yard line. A 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Off the play fake on 1st down. Wants to throw. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Gives it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. Touchdown, Tiger! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Caught in the backfield. It's Isaac. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. Tempo and overdrive. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Will throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. Hunt is in the air. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Off play action on 1st down. The short hands, it's Cross. Makes the grab almost close to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Leaves it with the running back. He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. They'll leave it with the lone back. Nice move to keep running. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wide receiver going in motion. He gets the job done, picking up the first down and getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's got it on the right. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Second down.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The play action fake. He's got an open man. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. Lewis wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Here comes the offense on second down. Power football with the run. Picks up the first down. Got it into the red zone, track down at the 18-yard line. They'll ride the hot hand. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback on the keeper. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. That's the end of the period, and USF is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Second and goal for this offense. Tries again to get it in. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. A touchdown here on third and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. Lewis to throw. Touchdown, Memphis! Fitted in the window for the score. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. And the Bulls racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Hit as he throws. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Bulls have their offense in high gear. He'll keep it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Behind the chains now on second and long.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that second and long.
Here it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Brown wants to pass. Throwing right. Makes the grab. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. And this offense can just about taking the lead in the fourth quarter, but you do want to be careful not to score too quickly. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This defense has been able to force a couple of third downs, but they haven't. Touchdown, USF! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. South Carolina somehow, some way, found a way there in Columbia and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quickly complete.
No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Lewis wants to pass. Bringing the heat. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. Memphis will be forced to punt. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Bulls in the hurry-up.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant.
Makes the grab inside the 30. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Breaks into the open. They finally run wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. The snap sets up the throw. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. They pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Lets it fly. Touchdown Bulls. Quick strike through the air for the score. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th.
South Florida, 42. Memphis, 28.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Lewis to throw. Under fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And how about that rush off of the edge? You could tell, man, playing pass all the way. Your team has a lead. Getting later in the football game, he's just pinning his ears back, and he flies off the edge and gets the big sack.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pressure coming. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. And the Bulls come to the line in the hurry-up. He wants to throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He's snuffed out behind the line again, went right back to the well and got the same bad result. They'll run play action. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown Bulls! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Salt enter wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
South Florida, 49. Memphis, 28.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now,
he's going to let one fly down the middle. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. Bringing it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Let's send the tight end in motion. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Pushed back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. Fires to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
On the play. 2nd down coming up.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That's going to...